Good morning and happy Mother's Day on this beautiful Sunday morning. I'm out here in a Silver Lake up in the mountains, surrounded by the birds that are chirping and three hyper annoying ducks who are just going crazy with the quacking down there. Um, I wanted to kind of do something a little special for Mother's Day. I wanted to hike up and check out a sunrise because whenever I think of my mom and the amazing women in my life that are mothers, I just think about how they're a light in the world for me. One of the stories I always like to share on Mother's Day or when I think about motherhood is actually one of my sister, Michelle. Michelle was so excited to be a mom the first time when she had Noah. And I remember calling her after she had Noah and I said, Michelle, what does it feel like that you're a mother? And she said, Stephen, I never knew I could love like this. And I thought that was just like this beautiful reflection about how motherhood kind of expands our understanding of love. When I think of my own mom, Michelle, and all the amazing women that I've met in my life and their motherhood, it's always enriched me. It's always made me a better person. Last year, I almost lost my mom. She got a pulmonary embolism and had to rush back to Germany. And I rushed back to get there before she went under. You know, we had to put her in a coma for a little bit, induced in a coma. And I asked my mom, you know, we had a good conversation. And in that conversation, she was the first person that I told that I was probably leaving the priesthood. And and I remember my mom without hesitation said, "As long as you're happy, I'm your mother. I'll love you forever." And that meant so much to me to receive that unconditional love. Because so often in the world, we get like conditional love. We have to earn it or something like that. But for our moms, a lot of times it is just unconditional, given to us freely. And I always felt that with my mom. It gives me comfort that even though I'm a world away, half a world away from my mom, I know there is in that little German apartment a couch that would be ready for me if I ever came back to Germany. And that means the world to me. Another reflection I think of sometimes is our mother Mary in scripture and how she was always there at the foot of the cross, that she never abandoned Jesus in the midst of his sufferings, that she was united to him in his sufferings. And I think that is something that we can all emulate in our friendship and our relationship with each other. Mary is always faithful to us. That's kind of a wild thought. I remember back in 2007 or 8, I forgot where it was. I remember I was waiting about 3 years to enter the seminary, and I was so worried that I would do something impulsive and not enter the seminary. I actually changed my middle name from Stephen Lewis Tilley to Stephen Maria Tilley in honor of our Blessed Mother Mary. And it was because I struggled with her intercession in my life for so long. And someone recently asked me, like, now that I've left ministry, would I change my name back? And I said, absolutely not. Like, you don't betray mom. Like, Mary is going to be in my life the rest of my life, and I'm going to keep her name on mine. Because when I see that name, Mary, Saint Mary, Mary sitting at the cross with her son, that statue in the Vatican where Mary is holding her son, the Pietà, I just think of the amazing gift that motherhood is. And it's a light in my life. Last month, a friend of mine messaged me on Facebook that her son was in the hospital in ICU. And I checked in on her every day while her son was in the hospital. And she was a faithful mother who went up to the hospital every single day to be with her son. And the thing is when I tell that story, I'm not even surprised. You're hearing that story and you're not even surprised because we know the gift that motherhood is. It's amazing. It's almost like the definition of love and what love aspires to be. And so for all of those women out there who are mothers, for all those women who might not be mothers but have loved someone with motherly affection, for everyone who loves each other selflessly and sacrificially, like happy Mother's Day. And for my mom in Germany, Dankeschön für alles. Ich liebe dich für Ewigkeit. Tschüss. Happy Mother's Day, guys.